this is definitely going to be something that we need to discuss, because it's something that I very much hold dear to me, and that is mental health. But obviously, keeping it bike related. One thing, and I'm going to be, well, you probably already know this right now, I'm pretty straight up. Don't really like to beat around the bush. So I'll say it, motorbiking saved my life. 100%. I mean, there's a few people in there that put me on the right path, but motorbiking in general saved my life. Any time that I had any type of really bad days when I was going through suicidal thoughts and stuff, biking would just fix it. It became something that I was living for, and it became kind of who I was, and I don't want to tap out because I wanted to keep riding in some sense, you know. But it's more than that. It kind of put life into perspective and really grounded me in a way of what are my roots, you know, and that was family and friends and, you know, wanting a life that I didn't think I wasn't allowing myself to have, and just having that understanding and deciding to put up a bit more of a fight for that life. And thankfully I'm here now. But that's what I'm wanting to discuss, is the impact of something that might look so small. That road is so bumpy. I can go. It's like every bump, every turn, I'm feeling it, and it allows me to breathe, you know, on a motorbike. And that's, a lot of people overlook it, you know. Everyone goes, oh, I don't know how to fix it. Well, first thing I always tell them is exercise, because exercise does release the dopamine, serotonin levels. You know, you're going to feel better by doing a workout. You know, you're going to improve your life, everything. So fitness is definitely going to be my number one. But I was still working out and was and in good shape when I was having my episodes, and biking was the only time. When I picked up a bike, I think I had one close call, but that was a whole unrelated. That's because I really fucked up and didn't want to face it. But that's the beauty about it, especially in the whole biker community and what a biker is, because that's kind of what I held myself to at one point, you know, being a biker. You know, I was wearing a patch, so therefore I had to not necessarily be this big macho and tough guy, but I had to check myself when I had to, and that definitely helped me put my life into perspective and make me go, no, don't tap out. No, you've got to fucking go off and fix it. You know, be a man. You know, fix that problem. You know, don't fuck up again. You know, make it right. Don't run from it. And it's kind of the biker mentality, and because you don't really get. You're lucky if you get a second chance on one of these if you get into a crash. And that can seriously put you in the life perspective, because you're going to constantly trying to fight to stay alive, to stay on the bike when things go sideways. So I guess there's that side of it, but I just couldn't believe the amount of people I've talked to that, like, again, my story is not that special. Always check to make sure someone's not behind me, in case they don't see me. But so many people do it. Again, I'm not special. I'm not. Because so many people I've talked to who ride bikes have said the exact same thing that I did. They said, hey, we're on the ends of the road, picked up a bike, started riding, and they just said it just a switch just kind of got flipped on. And you know, a lot of these guys, you know, they wore like cap helmets and stuff, or you know, and it was kind of like, I'm not talking about those YouTube videos you see them in their speed diving down the road, and you know, it's just a general riding. It's generally hopping on a bike, especially out and stuff. You're feeling the vibrations, you feel the branding, you just feel the soul of the bike. You feel the handling, you feel the wind, you feel the environment, you can smell the fumes, you can taste different environments at different states. If you live in a country that's got states, here we've got towns and cities, you know, different places have different smells, different feels. All of that gets sucked in and you just start embracing life again. It is just poetry. I come from Bragady, it is so poetic on how much riding does for the psyche. Like, absolutely incredible. And I just couldn't, and I'm like, cool, what we need to do is invest, get $250,000 again and make a program that anyone that's going for mental health get a motorbike. No, can't do that, because it's not like, yeah, motorbike will 100% save you, but if you've tried things and you just don't know where to go, or you are stuck and you don't know what to try, hop on a motorbike, mate. You know, I'm not one to tell people exactly how to live their life, but my opinion in the matter is get your license and jump on a bike. You know, go for that ride. You know, I will put money on it. You'll feel something. Not like this is I'm not actually putting money on it, because he's not put money on mental health, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, it is just something about it. I mean, put in the comments, did motorbiking save your life like it did mine? Because everything about this, like the culture, the bikes, the people, everything about it was made me stronger, better human, better man. Oh, did it make me a better man or what? Like, I had a bit of a chip from my shoulder. I mean, I always had a chip on my shoulder, but you know, martial arts kind of took that out of me. But I still thought I didn't think that I could, you know, I thought I knew more than I should, or more than I did, I should really say, and kind of just didn't understand the different worlds and stuff, and I didn't realise that I'd probably adapt better in the, not talking about 1% by the way guys, I'm just talking about general motorcycling, but I just seem to get along with bikers in general. Like, just, if you ride a bike, I just seem to be having massive chats with them. Now, like, it's just, especially if I see someone that's also enthusiastic about bikes, we can sit there for 20, 30 an hour talking about it, which is just crazy. And just the people there, it's just, they really do raise you up in the bike community, especially when you get into a club, a good club by the way, they will raise you up and help you build a pedestal for yourself. And it's, you know, you kind of feel like you've got a community behind you, almost. You know, I never feel like, even though I ride alone, I never feel like I'm alone. I guess there is also that whole side of it, especially when you're in a Harley Davidson world, that your bike becomes you know, like an extension of you. You know, that's an old saying that used to get fired around. Everyone used to take the piss out of, but there is quite a lot of truth to that. With a bike, like every bike I've owned has been a part of me. When I've sold that bike, has gone to someone, and I've even felt someone else's presence in that bike. So I reckon there is some truth to that. Like, I even noticed that this one here, I'm pretty sure it's had multiple owners. Whew, that's on my bike, is it? Something smells. No, it's the truck. That's right, it's not petrol, it's diesel. Wake up. Shaking my head, I should know the difference of that. It shouldn't take me that long. But no, like I can actually feel like this bike has been used. Like someone's loved this bike just as much as I have. You know, I can just feel someone else's presence in it, you know? And it's actually, funny enough, goes into the next segment that we might already have time for, when I was at work, but it's buying used bike. Everyone goes, oh no, I don't want to buy this, someone else used something. I'm like, I don't know, like, I kind of like it. Like someone else has cared, loved, and brought this machine and cared for it, or maybe they didn't, but then I get to enjoy and love it and bring it to life and show it the respect it deserves, or carry on. Can I make it? I'm making it. I don't care what in. And are you coming in? No? I'm not in a rush. I'm in a segment. They don't know anything. They're just trying to be nice to me. The problem with lane splitting here in New Zealand, everyone likes to kind of come up to these white lines in the centre and kind of park their cars a bit too close to them, so it gets a bit harder. Then you got vans with extended mirrors. It's just a nightmare. So sometimes, yeah, obviously when you're going into Auckland and stuff, I think they're a lot better to manoeuvre through, but I don't know. I haven't gone to, I know America is definitely easier, but I was talking about Auckland, I think it's a lot easier to go through them. But yeah, no, I love buying, going back to that, I love buying, I prefer buying used bikes. I mean, one day I might buy a fresh bike, I'm not going to lie, and say it's never off the cards, but something about buying a used one, it's just got history, it's got soul from someone, it's, you know, there's something about it. But anyway, I'm basically at work now, so if you are out riding today, if you're out on twos, stay safe, stay upright. Hope you have a good day. If you're travelling to work on your bike, keep safe. It's everyone's back at school, so it's definitely going to be busier out there. Definitely go through your gear, because winter's not too far off. We got a few more months left in us, but I can definitely feel a cold one coming. No, maybe a cold. Oh, maybe cold, but I'd still putting my foot on there is that it's going to be a wet one. So definitely go for your gear. But anyway, have a lovely day, and I'll catch you later. Later.